Fucking modern day slavery. Y'all enjoy. Y'all enjoy that shit. You do. I mean, really, y'all do. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all wake up and you do the same shit every day. If you're a person that has a job, you wake up and do the same shit every day. Okay? Every day you do the same thing, day in, day out. You wake up, you go to work, come home. Wake up, go to work, come home. Wake up, go to work, come home. Saturday comes around, you might have off. You might go do a little something here and there, right? Just because you have a few hours extra in your day, because you have one day off, and then you go back Monday through Friday again. Same shit every day, every day. And you'll do this for 20, 30 years. Listen, you'll do that for 20, 30 years. And you'll commit to your job. You'll be excellent at your job. Matter of fact, you have your job mastered. And you know what's funny? It's not even your job. It's somebody else's job that they got you to do and paid you to do it. So imagine if you took 20, 30 years to be an artist, a musician, a piano player, a football player, hockey player, basketball player. You'd be a great basketball player, would you? You'd be a great football player, wouldn't you? You'd be a great hockey player, wouldn't you? But no, you can't, because you're working for the guy who's living his best life. You're working for the girl who's living their best life. And you go around saying, oh, but I got a nice house and I got a nice car. I got a nice warm bed. Yay, me. Because I have these little odds and ends that suffice the feeling of knowing that I'm just some slave in modern day. Here. I don't have anything, Mom. Yeah, that's a great life, isn't it? That's a great life, isn't it? Modern day slavery at its finest. And you can't tell me otherwise, because it's fact. It's fact. It's normalized into the fact that you know it's slavery, but you still do it because the commodities to you are beneficial enough. You're not going to say I'm a slave. Of course, you're not going to think like one, because you don't feel like one, because you feel as though those little toys that you get are good enough to suffice life. So when someone like me sits out here in this element with none of the things you chase, you realize what life really is. And that sucks, because it's only to live and die. Everything else is just a distraction in between that fills the gap. So when I say I need help, I need help. I'm just filling the gap. I can go do a hard 9-to-5 job all day long, or I can say I need help. Okay? Someone might come along and say, well, you know what, man, I got a fishing pond right here in my backyard. If you're hungry, you can go catch a couple fish if you like. That's help, right? That's help. Right? If a decent, moral human being that's not trapped by the system will offer that. But a person who is trapped as a modern-day slave is going to say, get a job. Got it? So, if you want to help, or get the fuck away from me. You understand? See, I can come to your house and eat a sandwich with you, and I'm not going to be hungry. Or you can donate if you don't feel like you want to be around me, right? Help is help in any way, shape, or form. You can give me resources, maybe some toilet paper, maybe a couple pair of socks, anything. Help. Or get the fuck away from me, right? But no, you want to tell me to get a job because I have to do it for myself. Right? But did you forget that your parents took care of you your entire life up until you became an adult? You didn't do it for yourself. That should have already taught you that helping each other is how it works. But no, you've turned into a modern day slave that's pissed off because you're doing something for someone else that you don't want to do. So even if someone tries to ask for help, you're not going to do it because you've already dealt with what you don't want to do no more. So you have nothing to give. Got it? Makes sense now. Does it make sense? Yes, but you're not thinking that way. But now that I've opened the door to it, now you realize, oh, you know what? He might be right. I never thought that my job was a problem until he really said, yeah, it's a problem because you're not living your life. You're living someone else's life. You're doing their job while they get to go have fun. For example, if you work for who? Are you ready? Let me show you. I'm Amazon worker. run into the fucking door to deliver the package. And you know who gets paid? Jeff Bezos. You know who goes to get to make rockets? Jeff Bezos. You know who gets to have fun with adult toys? Jeff Bezos. You know who gets to send celebrities up in space? Jeff Bezos. You know who gets to have fun too? Katy Perry and all her other friends that did nothing. All she had to do is, and you liked it. And now she's rich. And you're not. And you're at work and she's up in space having fun. And now, you ready for this? You ready? You're pissed off. That's what she's doing, putting holes in the ozone layer, and she's going to space with that money. We could have done something in the world. Exactly. So why are you blaming Katy Perry? You're the one that chose to give her the money instead of doing something with it good in the world. So now you got a problem because you enabled it. You're the one that bought the packages from Amazon so you could have your little toys. And you enabled the rocket making. But now you're mad because they sent them up. But you were all, ooh, look at the rocket. Oh my God. You had no problem when Elon Musk was cool, right? You had no problem when he was doing all these cool things with Tesla and this, that, and the third. But as soon as he got into the political world and started diving into your business and fucking with other things that didn't have to do with him, now you got a problem. Oh, but you liked him, I thought. I thought you liked him. Oh. Right. But you know what's even more funny about that situation? He's not even an American citizen, and he's running your government right now. He's digging into your personal information, snooping through all different fucking files of sorts, and he's not even from America. He wasn't even born in America. He wasn't even born in Canada. He was born in another country and got citizenship in Canada. And then after he was a citizen in Canada, he got residency here in America. And now he's in your government. I'm crazy. But I'm crazy. Meanwhile, President Trump is dating a Russian woman. And his son is now half Russian. And him and Putin are buddy-buddy. It's only a matter of time before the Russians come and own this little plot of land. It's only time. It's only time. Because once little Mr. Barron becomes successful, he's already got his foot in his door. His mom's Russian. She may be born in America, but she's Russian. Oh, believe me. It's... Think for yourself, Padre. He made it very clear that he would never back Trump in 2019, 2018. He said it very clear. Go look it up. Type in Vance will never support Trump 2018, 2019. And listen to the things he has to say about Trump. And then you mean to tell me all of a sudden in 2024, 2025, he's a very big advocate of Trump? Just miraculously? No. And then he has the audacity to come on public television and tell the American people he'll never forget where he came from. Is that cool or what? But you forgot where you came from because in 2019, 2018, you said you would never, ever elect Trump as president. But you did, and now you're his vice president. So you don't know where you come from because you switched up. You didn't stay true to your word, you changed it up. I'm not lying. This ain't misinformation. This is facts. It's out on the internet. Go look it up. Go look up Vance doesn't like Trump. And it'll show. And that's who you voted for, a liar. A bunch of liars. And yet when I talk, I'm the one telling misinformation. No, you're listening to a bunch of liars. That's your president, not my president. That's your vice president, not my vice president. I don't have no president but God. I don't vote for Kamala. I don't vote for Joe Biden. I didn't vote for anybody. I've never voted a day in my life. Never. And I never will. Because they're not for my best interest. They're for their self-interest. I know that. I know that. And what's the easiest way to destroy someone who has the most money? Put them in politics. And that's what they did to Elon Musk. Look at his fucking companies. Plummeting. It's going to be hard to bounce back from that. So they have to get indoors and move things around a little bit. You see, Doge has always been Department of Government Efficiency. You just seen it as a dog because that's what they wanted you to believe. So Doge has already been put in place long ago, and you know that. You just don't see it. Department of Government Efficiency was already pre-planned, and they've worked you up to make you fulfill that prophecy. Why do you think that Elon Musk said the prophecy was filled live on stage? Because they made you do it. They forced you to do it. Joe Biden and Kamala, all in cahoots with Trump and Vance. They're friends. They have no qualms with each other. None. It's all for charades. So what they did was they made you believe that they were all bad Democratic Party, sending money to Ukraine, getting you to hate the Democratic Party on purpose. And when you fell for it and hated them, you went back to Trump. So Trump ran for office again. Meanwhile, Barack was always in the background running the show with Kamala and Joe. Okay? Has always been. That's why you seen those two sitting in the back while Kamala looked back at him, because they were talking about things that they've already done. But they won't make it seem as though. Okay? Trump's not here for your best interests. He's here for his best interests. He committed fraud and his company got found out about it. So they used that to distract you and have him go to court, blah, 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 blah. So now that he's back in president, he's going to clean up the mess for himself. Not for you, for him. So now he's clearing up all his fraudulent mess to get back on track. So that way they can't come after him again. And he's hoping to pull off I guess you could say, Putin move and try to be another president like Putin, where you no longer get another one. So he's going to run for a third term and then a fourth term, or at least until ever he's allowed to run. That's the goal. And if he can get that to happen, then Barron becomes the president, right? He'll just put him in place. And that's half Russian right there. Now Russia owns America. You see? Now we become a dictatorship. Now they control us. And all Trump has to do is sit back and sign off little things here and there and do this and do that, do this, do that. Tariff this, tariff that, tariff that. Disrupt the entire system to make it so where we're not combined as one. So that way we become a dictatorship. Got it? Make sense? Starting to add up? Cool. Hopefully they don't come after me, because I'm sure they will. And I'm sure they're watching me. And I'm sure I'll be missing soon. I know too much. I've always known too much. Why you think they won't give me a platform? It's not because I'm just a homeless Joe. It's not because I'm loud and ignorant. It's because I have a voice that's powerful. And if they give me that opportunity, you're going to wake up. And if I wake you up, guess what? That's called insight. They don't want me to incite you. Because if I incite you, I create a problem. And if I create a problem, well, guess what? You know what comes with that. So before they allow me to incite or give that kind of leeway, they're going to shut me down. They're going to send people to talk shit about me. They're going to make people talk down upon me. They're going to make people laugh and make fun of. Aha, this guy's crazy. Look, aha, he's... I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm smart. I'm smart. Very smart. It may seem crazy to some, but it's okay. I don't mind. I know the truth. I know what's in front of me. I know my whole life. You're not going to manipulate me to believe otherwise. I'm not trying to make you believe otherwise. This is just my own personal belief in what I've seen. And now if you don't want to believe it, don't. I don't encourage you to. You decide for yourself with your own image or your own facts or your own information you find and cipher out for yourself. I know what I know. I know what I see. Can't deny that. You know, you sit here and you're listening to Trump talk about tariffs. And, you know, he's got people thinking on the internet or social media or news that these countries are bowing down to him. No, they're not. No country's bowing down to America. Look at what we are. We're homeless. Run down in rubble. A broken up country. Divided. We can't... You're not catching on. We are so divided that we will lose. That's how bad it is here. We're going to lose. We're done. America's finished. We're finished. You understand? We're finished. We've lost. I don't care how big our war is. Or I don't care how big our fucking military is. That don't matter no more. Everyone's against us, not for us. We've lost. We're done. Keep thinking that we're not. You keep thinking we're not. America ain't shit compared to most countries. I don't care about third world countries. I'm talking about new world countries, not third world. We're talking about the modern day lifestyles of countries that are already advanced. If you think that America is the most advanced technology country in the world, that we got all this because you think that war is power, it's not. War's not power. War is just a sign of weakness. War is what somebody does because they're scared. People that fight in war do that to push their chest out to feel like they're superior. They're not. That's just a defense mechanism. That's called a coping skill. That's a way to make people fear you. It's a fear tactic. That's all military is. It's a front. And if you can't make anyone scared of that front, then you're nothing, right? Keep thinking America is some great country. And then one day it's going to be Pearl Harbor again. You keep telling yourself that we're so, superior. And then again, it'll be Japan fucking us up over in fucking Hawaii again. I mean, I'm just saying. You keep thinking that we're so superior. I don't care how many wars we won. We can't win them all. It's only a matter of time before time catches up. You understand? And when it comes to your front door, you and me won't be able to do shit because you are against me because I'm homeless. So we're already divided. So they already know they can take us out like it's nothing. So if we get in the way, gone, done. Yeah. It's not all ha ha he he. You understand? I think about everything. I know what's going on around me. That's the difference between you and I. I'm not going to become a victim. I'll fight for myself. Because I know I can't count on you. That's for sure. I can't count on you. You ain't my brother. You ain't my sister. I wouldn't want to fight next to you on battle if you paid me to. Because the fact that you act like this now because I'm homeless, I can only imagine what you would do in a battle. Yeah. So when shit does hit this country, when shit does come to our steps, I'm not coming near you. I know I can't rely on you. But you'll run to me. I guarantee it. You'll run to me. You will. Because I've got it locked in. I know all the landscape shit. I know where to get into, know where to be at, know where I should be, where I shouldn't be. High, low, bush, not a bush, water, wherever, anywhere. You're going to go hide behind a building. You're going to hide in a dumpster. You're going to hide behind a car. That's what you're going to do. Gotcha. Get from over there. I see you behind the car, ma'am. Get up. Just let it happen. Out here, nobody's coming out here to do anything. There's nobody out here. No one's out here. So when shit hits the fan, who's coming to the deserts, the forests, the lakes? Nothing. Nowhere. No one. They're coming to the city. They're coming to the city. So, let me make this clear. Either help or get the fuck away from me. The help I need, you might not be able to provide. I'm not looking for a home. I need to be stable while going through the trenches. Because shit's gonna hit the fan very soon for us. You think I'm kidding, huh? I told y'all all this stuff in the past and you didn't listen. Well, let me say it again. It's not fear-mongering. This is real truth. I told y'all about the East Coast and what would happen, and it happened. I told you about the West Coast and what was going to happen, and it happened. So, if you think that what is coming for us isn't going to happen, it's going to happen. If you can't see what they're doing, well, you're blind. It's obvious. It's obvious. You got to remember what Bill Gates said. The next. You remember that? Did you forget? And we're in 2025. Go look it up. Go look what Bill Gates said about the next pandemic. It won't be so. He said it himself. I'm not going to say it because then they're going to shut me down for misinformation. But you go look for yourself and see what he said. As a matter of fact, if you don't believe me, go look this up. Since you're so curious, and I want to say this to you because it's important. And it's not misinformation. I'm just telling you what I've seen from a video of Bill Gates. Bill Gates said, and I mean this, I'll find the video and show it. He can literally feed you trash and you will eat it. Let me say that one more time. Bill Gates said out of his mouth, he can feed you trash and you'll eat it. There's a couple videos of things like that he said. Go look it up. Look it up. You'll find them. They're out there. And you know what's funny? He could feed you trash. You don't know what's in chicken nuggets. You don't know what's in those burgers. You don't know what's in any of this shit. You just assume because it's what you've used to. So when you take a bite, it could be a whole bunch of different trash ingredients for all you know. You like to assume that it would be H meat, you know, flesh. No. They're not that dumb. They're not that dumb. They're smarter than that. Where do you think all the waste goes? Trash and shit. You think... let me be realistic. I'm being honest. I'm being realistic here. Where do you think all this trash from the 60s, the 50s, all the way to 2025 is? You think it's just sitting in a landfill somewhere? It's just sitting there and didn't spread massively over the last something years. Like we don't have trash everywhere now. Come on, bro. What are you thinking? Where do you think it goes? And you. And then you shit it out. Right back to the world. Rinse and repeat. That's called recycle. That's what recycling is. So if you want to know what is in your food, trash. I'm just speculating based on what I've heard. I would assume it's trash. A whole bunch of different debris, trash, and seasonings mixed with a little bit of extra, things that make it seem like it's meat and food and yummy. Kind of like those, here's what's funny. Watch this. This is going to really get you to think. Because you're going to be like, you know what? He might be right. That straw you get at McDonald's, remember they said they're going to bring back the plastic straws? They're done with the paper. And you got that clear straw. You ever notice when you drink, it always tastes like cardboard? You ever notice that first sip tastes like cardboard? Like, what the fuck? Why does it taste like that? And it's always like that. It's the straw. The straw's not paper. The straw's not plastic. Take it and go like this with it. And watch how it rips. It's not paper. It's not plastic. It's paper. It's still paper. You think it's plastic. It's not. As a matter of fact, I probably have one in here somewhere. If you can find them, the white clear straws, not these. Not the original. Not this shit. These are original plastic. Okay? That's plastic straw. Now, if you go get the ones that are clear, you can literally rip it like paper. And it's not. It's trash. Recycled trash. that you go and drink from. Just like those bottles that you get from Coca-Cola, it's recycled. And many of you go, ew, I'm not going to drink after somebody else. I don't know who had their lips on it. Well, you do it every day when you go to the store and buy a recycled Coca-Cola bottle. And it says on there, recycled. So someone else had their lips on it. And before their lips went on it, it was all over the world rumbling around through trash and shit before they cleaned it up and gave it back to you. I don't care what they did with it, melted it, did anything, but they still, you're reusing something that's dirty, that's been broke down and recycled back to your lip. Everything you use. And then y'all talk about phobias and germs, bro. Come on, man, stop. Y'all don't even make sense no more. Y'all just be talking and talking. You got nerve to tell people like me that we're lost, we don't make sense, we're just babbling. No, we're not. No, we're not. We put the truth in front of you. You just don't want to see it. You think we're crazy because they made us seem crazy because the truth that we tell is real, and they don't want you to know the truth. How you think Trump won the political presidency? By doing a meme. He tricked you into believing that he was putting the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag and hands them out the window. He did 1 or 2 times and that was it. But it was enough to get you to see it. And then you thought about the fries in the bag meme, so it was funny for you, you know? So then the younger crowd was like, oh, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. And they voted for him. Because of putting the fries in the bag. That's it. It was a subliminal message that got you to believe that he was such a good president. Political game. Political game. Nothing wrong with it. It worked. He did what he wanted to do, and it was effective. But you, on the other hand, believed that he was doing something so generous. No. He don't give a shit about you working at McDonald's. He's never going to step another foot in McDonald's to hand bags of fries out the window ever again. Never again. That's the last time you'll ever see him. But if you do see him pop up again, I guarantee it'll be on a golf course somewhere. Having fun, knocking balls somewhere way across the field. While you're at work. Busting your ass for a good old pay. While you're at work just, oh man, I'm a great worker. I would love to go golfing, but I gotta work today. Yeah. That's a shame. Many of you are sitting in your houses and homes and shit at work right now thinking, man, I wish I could get off. I wish I could go home and do what? Nothing? What are you going to do anyway? Nothing. You're going to go home and sit at the fucking couch, watching TV, scrolling through TikTok. You're not going to be doing anything. So really, you're better off at work. At least you're doing something else. Motherfuckers are trapped. You're modern day slaves. Modern day slaves. Mad because I call it like it is and you can't handle it. I don't need support from people. I've got myself in God. I am God inside. You understand? That's the difference. I am a God of a God from a God that created me. That's why I deserve what I deserve and I'm royalty. Ain't no one in this world gonna ever tell me otherwise. That's why I see what I see and I know what I know because I'm aware because God gives me the idea and knowledge of knowing. You understand? You're not fooling me no more. The veil is off. Either help or get the fuck away from me. I'm sure I gotta look over my shoulders too because of the government and the police because of how I talk based on what they do. They're not for our best interest. They're against us. Never have been for us. That's why they kill black people on a daily basis because they don't like people. They do it on purpose. Haven't you realized that by now? Haven't you realized that by now? That's why police do that. If they gave a fuck, they wouldn't do it. If they were here for your best interest, they wouldn't do it. Welcome to society. Keep being sheeple and pawns of a world that doesn't give a fuck about you.